Hey everyone! Buying your first home is an exciting milestone, but it can also feel a bit overwhelming. That's why I'm here with 5 quick tips to help you navigate the process and make your first home purchase a success. Let's dive in. I'm Chantel Horn, your Southern Utah Realtor, and if you have any questions about real estate in Southern Utah, my phone number is going to be below. You can text me, call me, and I'll help you however I can. So, tip number 1. Get pre-approved for a mortgage before you start shopping. It's a crucial step that gives you a clear idea of how much home you can afford, and it also shows sellers that you're serious. It's going to streamline the buying process because you'll know exactly what your budget is before you start shopping. This is an easy one to overlook, and everybody gets excited about going to see homes and all of that, and this is just kind of like a tedious part, but it's going to really set you ahead of the game and make everything else so much more simple if you've got this step done first. Tip number 2. This one sounds pretty similar to the first, but know your budget and stick to it. Separate from getting approved, you might get approved for more than you can actually comfortably afford, and emphasis on comfortably, because your lender is going to look at what you can afford by their standards, but that might not feel good to you when the payment comes due every month, because you're still going to have, household expenses as far as groceries and everything like that. So just knowing your actual budget for your personal household and what you can realistically afford hand in hand with what you're approved for, and keeping that in mind when you go looking for homes. Trust me, it's going to make everything else feel so much better once you do get moved into your house. Tip number 3, make a list ahead of time of your must-haves versus your nice-to-haves. This is going to really help you streamline the process and make quicker, more confident decisions as you're looking at homes, because it's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of falling in love with the idea of a house. But if you know ahead of time what things you can't compromise on, such as the number of bedrooms or what school district it's in, that sort of thing, it's going to be a lot easier for you to rule out houses. And also, on the other hand, if there's a house that meets all of your must-haves and there's a couple nice-to-haves that it doesn't have, you might be able to consider it more than if you thought everything on your list is a must-have. Tip number 4. Don't skip the home inspection. Never skip the home inspection. Even if the home looks perfect on the surface, an inspection can show you issues that aren't immediately visible, and it's worth the investment to ensure that you're not buying a home with hidden problems that you're not aware of. If the inspection turns up something major, you're going to have the opportunity to negotiate or walk away from it. But you don't want to get stuck with something that you didn't really sign up for. So it's going to be a little bit of a cost up front, usually a couple $100, but it's so worth it in the long run to have that peace of mind and to know how to best handle the situation. Number 5, last but not least, work with a local real estate agent who knows the area inside and out and is experienced and can guide you through the process, because it's going to be brand new to you and you're going to need some help, and it's going to feel so much more comfortable and confident for you as you're going through it if you've got somebody who knows what they're doing and can explain the process. I also like to put an emphasis on the local part, because you may be moving to a new area that you're not familiar with, and back home you have an agent that you would. I like to put an emphasis on the local part, because say you're moving to a new area that you're not familiar with, a local agent is going to really understand that market as well as different neighborhoods and everything way better than you do, and way better than, say, a friend who's an agent in another place that you were living previously. So if you have somebody that you would choose to work with but isn't local to where you're moving to, have that agent refer you to somebody else that is going to take care of you. They can vet them for you, and you're going to be so much better off having somebody local. So have an agent guide you through the process and make sure that they're familiar with the area that you're going to be buying in. There you have it, 5 quick tips to get you started. If you have any more questions that I didn't touch on in this video, feel free to leave a comment, call me, text me. My phone number is on the screen as well as in the description below, and I'd love to help however I can.